Today, I've come about 45 minutes west of the center of Bangkok to a very unique cafe that I don't think any other Western YouTubers have covered before. I'm excited to share this place with you guys because it looks really interesting. Folktales Cafe and Bistro is a combination of a cafe, restaurant. There's a children's playground here, as well as many cars out on display. And they even have a functioning workshop where they work on Volkswagens and Porsches. This is a very cool place, whether you're into cars, food, coffee, or you just want to bring the kids somewhere a little bit different to play and see lots of cool things. Don't worry, we will come back and cover these cars as well. I just want to let you know that if you're trying to get to this location, the easiest way is to take the MRT to the Posicharon station, and then it's about a 9-minute ride on a motorbike taxi or a Grab taxi. So I'll put the Google Maps link in the description below. I don't even know where to begin. This place has so many cool things. But one of the things I just noticed is this. Check out this Volkswagen bar. This has been made into a little bar. It's fiberglass. You can sit here, have a drink. This is just such a cool aesthetic when you walk in here. One of the first things you see when you come in here is this Fiat 500 Nova. This is not a regular Fiat 500. This is one of the very rare convertibles. Oh wait, look at that. Check out that Porsche 930 Turbo. Okay, back to the Fiat. Anyways, this is a convertible, and these are extremely rare if it's a factory conversion. These were used on a lot of beaches, hotels, and extremely difficult to find, very expensive cars. And right behind it is a Mini Cooper pickup truck. This thing looks like it's in pretty good condition, just needs to be completely restored. But the Mini pickups are also pretty rare. The Mini's from probably late 50s, early 60s, while the Fiat is definitely sometime from the early to mid 1950s. There's definitely lots of automotive stuff here to see, but there's also a great children's playground. Let me show this to you guys. This is very cool. They've got a little climbing wall here for kids. It's got a nice little VW bug on it. That's very cute. Even a bridge to walk across and kind of test your stability. I really am a big kid at heart, so I'm kind of curious to try this. Oh yeah, it's a little wobbly, but I think it's pretty easy for kids to do. There's so much stuff here for kids and so much other stuff, and we're definitely going to have to eat some food here. Let's go see what else we can find. There's more of the children's playground area that I will show you in a minute, but first we have to look at this Land Rover. This is approximately a 1970 Land Rover Series 3. This is an 88-inch wheelbase Land Rover. It's typically referred to as the 88. These things are marvelous. They are go-anywhere workhorses, typically with a 4-cylinder engine. And what this one has, which is pretty rare to find, is it has this safari roof up here on top. And basically what the safari roof is there is a separate roof layer, and there is kind of holes in there like a sunroof so air can come in through here. And this allows circulation because, of course, there was no air conditioning at the time. These things are really cool. It's hard to find them in good condition anymore. And this one definitely looks like a survivor. It is 95 degrees Fahrenheit today, which I don't know, what is that, like 2,000 gigawatts? But let's go take a look at the rest of the children's area because it is really cool. They've got lots of cool stuff here, including this area where kids can paint pottery and do some craft work. And then beyond that, there is a whole little children's playground. There is swings over here. There's a trampoline, a climbing structure. So if you bring children to the Folktales Cafe, they will definitely have something to do and enjoy, besides looking at all the wonderful cars, of course. I hear noise coming from back here. It sounds like somebody's working. I'm really curious. Ooh, look at this. They've got a couple of old VWs they're working on restoring. There's one over there that's obviously been freshly painted. And this gentleman over here is sanding down a Volkswagen van again. They're working on a Carmen Ghia back there. I believe this is a 411. But guys, this is truly bizarre. They've taken a Volkswagen bus and made it into a little trailer. This is just so cute. I swear to God, I was going to go a different way, but I got so distracted, and yes, now I'm lost. But look at this. They've got a beautiful oval window bug. This is a late 40s, early 50s. There's an old Volkswagen van, and man, this is just really wild. Look at all of this stuff over here. They've got a transporter van again over here. This is probably a synchro all-wheel drive Volkswagen transporter, and this thing is super clean. Absolutely love it. They've got a few more VWs over here. A ragtop, which basically means it's got this convertible roof, and then probably a late 60s, early 70s VW bus, and another late 60s Volkswagen Bug. Okay, we gotta go back because there's so much more to see, and I'm definitely getting hungry. So we're gonna have to go inside the cafe and take a look what's inside of it. The cafe has coffee and cakes and snacks, and I believe there's also a restaurant next door, but the decor in here is so very cute. Really enjoying this place. You've got to come check it out if you like cute cafes or you're into cars. But I'm really curious to go in here and take a look at this other part of the cafe. Wow, check this out. Holy smokes, guys, this is wild. They've got a couple of vintage scooters here. They're kind of like Lambretta style. But look at this staircase. It's got Volkswagen Porsche wheels on it, just a variety of things. That is just amazing detail work. And then, of course, we've got some motorbikes. Not really sure what this thing is over here. This is a single-cylinder BMW from probably the late 40s, maybe even earlier. Not familiar with that bike either. And over here, we've got two little Hondas. Of course, the ubiquitous Honda Monkey, which is current production, and this Honda Chally Super Sprint, which is like a little motorbike that I've never seen before. I think one of the most surprising things to me here so far is the fact they have so many vintage porcelain signs. These signs are porcelain coated metal. They are very hard to find in good condition because obviously porcelain chips, extremely expensive. People collect them very much all over the world, and I'm shocked to see so many of them here in such good condition. This is a little bike called a Di Blasi from Italy. It folds out so you can ride it. I've never seen one of these in person, just pictures of it. So cool to find it here. The whole aesthetic in this section of the cafe has a very mid-century feel. Everything from the old Coca-Cola machine to the old leather couches and chairs to the wooden display cases, the artwork. This place just has a very homey feel to it. I'm loving this. Folktales Cafe also has an extensive toy car collection. Everything from vintage to modern, including other toys, and lots of cars, lots of models from all different manufacturers, all different sizes. Guys, having been a vintage toy dealer for nearly 30 years, places like this really put a smile on my face because I just love seeing all of these toys, and just looking at them brings back so many good memories for me. Needed to take a break. Unfortunately, the cafe part is air conditioned and my food just arrived. I ordered my usual pad krapao guy, which is basil chicken with rice, and I got 2 eggs along with it, as well as a passion fruit smoothie. All right, I got myself 2 eggs. I know they always get the same dish when I travel at times, but this is one of the things that I just really, really enjoy. All right, bon appetit. The chicken's really well cooked. The rice is very good. This is a very basic meal, but I love this combination. I'm going to finish this, and then we're going to roll on and enjoy the rest of this cafe and all the other cars here. That was a delicious meal, and that pad krapao guy, along with the passion fruit smoothie and the water, came out to be 349 baht, which is right around $10. Okay, now back into the heat. There's so much more to look at here. Guys, I honestly thought I would be through this place in about 10 minutes. I had no idea how much stuff they have here. I promised you we'd come and look at this RWB Volkswagen, but first I want to check this thing out really quick. This is a Daihatsu minibus, and it's had a front-end conversion. There's a lot of popular front-end conversions on these Daihatsus where you can get a Volkswagen front end, or like in this case, I think this is supposed to be kind of more of a retro Jaguar MG styling. Looks like they're working on a bunch of Porsches down there, and I'm super excited to go check it out. But we got to look at this Volkswagen Beetle first. This has RWB engineering on the back, which of course is a Japanese tuner that hand creates Porsches. There is no RWB Volkswagen, but this car is really cool. They've kind of done a little bit of the RWB styling on it, and I give them big props for the individualism and the customization of this car. This is the part where I start geeking out on cars. First of all, we've got this Porsche 911 SC Targa, which means that the roof comes off. This is probably right around 1980 to 1982. Really nice little cars. And right over here, we have a beautiful Porsche 993. I'm going to guess that this is somewhere in the early to mid 1990s. These cars are becoming very sought after and just beautiful, beautiful paint job. Love these three-piece Porsche wheels. And like I'm saying, purple isn't really my color, but on this car, it just looks right. Folktales also houses the 911 garage, and they work on Porsches here. They've got another 964 up on the lift, a convertible. The white car over here is a Karmann Ghia. This is a Volkswagen, and obviously it's just had a completely frame-off restoration that's been started, fully repainted in white, and they're going to be rebuilding it. What do we got over here? This is, I believe, a 930 911 Turbo. Wow, look at this car. These are gorgeous, huge big fender flares. This has that wonderful gray metallic paint job. This is probably from somewhere around 1978, 79, something like that. Absolutely magnificent car. And over here we've got a 1953 oval window Volkswagen Bug. Again, it's called an oval window because it has an oval rear window. But man, it's not just these two cars here, guys. Look at this. They have got a couple of Volkswagen engines in here, and looks like a Porsche fan shroud on one. Volkswagen cylinder heads, a bunch of vintage Volkswagen steering wheels. There's wheels on the wall over there, and even right here there is a whole bunch of Porsche parts and steering wheels and other memorabilia. They have really got quite a selection of vintage and reproduction Volkswagen and Porsche parts here. I'm so impressed. I think if you're looking for a place to repair or restore a Porsche or a Volkswagen, these guys look like they definitely know how to do it. They have the parts and the experience. All right, let's continue on. We've got another Volkswagen Karmann Ghia here, another Beetle, this black Beetle. There's another Karmann Ghia, another oval window. But that there is something I did not expect to see, especially at a Porsche shop. This is an MGTC, probably from right around 1948. These cars are just magnificent. One of my friend's fathers had one of these, and I thought they were wonderful cars. All right, moving on. We've got a Ford Prefect. I believe this is a possibly English or German Ford. Not a car I'm very familiar with, but definitely has that 30 styling. And look at this microbus. It's either a 21 or 23 window microbus. Absolutely love this color, this gray. It's got the pop-out safari front windows, so you can open them in the summertime and let some air in. This thing is gorgeous. And guys, these are getting so expensive. I mean, fully restored ones like this can go for $100,000+. They are just so sought after. This place just doesn't stop, and I'm curious to see what else they have. And wait, look at this. We've got, I believe this is a Lambretta 150, probably from about the early 1950s. These are really cool scooters. And oh my God, they got so much more back here. And I see something that I absolutely love. Somebody has built themselves a replica Citroen H-van. This is a minivan. This is the step-through van, and somebody has turned it into a Citroen H-van replica. Very unique. The whole front end has obviously been changed, but this whole little van has really had somebody put some love into it, and I completely appreciate the fact that somebody did this. I have a feeling I might be walking into their backyard, but there's still a ton of stuff back here. We've got an old Mini Cooper here, bunch of Volkswagen Vanagons, more stuff in the back under car covers, another Volkswagen, and whoa, wait a minute, look at this. Somebody made a Volkswagen limo. They have got a 4-door Volkswagen Beetle that has been turned into a limousine. Oh man, I love Thai ingenuity. This is such a cool little vehicle that somebody has built here. This over here is a Mini Cooper pickup truck. I love these little trucks. They're tiny and they're kind of useless, but they're perfect for small, tiny towns. These are great little vehicles. Well, what can I say? This place is magnificent. Guys, please make sure you take care of yourselves. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you all very soon in another episode.